Making peace with God is a spiritual process in which a person tries to repair his relationship with the Creator. Making peace with God means we accept that we are creatures created by God and must submit to His will. This means that we must respect ourselves as well as respect other creations. Reconciliation with God involves acknowledging the mistakes and sins committed, improving oneself, and communicating with God through prayer, worship, or other spiritual activities. By apologizing for our mistakes and asking God for forgiveness, we believe God wants to forgive us and has released us from all our burdens and guilt. The relief from forgiven sins makes us feel at peace and no longer focus on our mistakes. Making peace with God means we acknowledge and give thanks for the various blessings He has given. One recognizes that all one's life and successes come from the hands of God and is willing to develop a deeper and more meaningful relationship with Him. Making peace with God means we realize that God has a bigger plan for our lives, and we must believe His goal is the best for us. This means we don't need to worry or fear the future because God is always with us and will guide us to the right path. Making peace with God means we develop a more intimate and meaningful relationship with Him. We feel closer to Him and more connected to a power greater than ourselves. Being at peace with God greatly benefits our mental and spiritual well-being. Here are some of these benefits. Gives peace of life. Making peace with God can give us peace in life. We all face challenges and difficulties in life, but when we have strong faith, we will have confidence that God will help us through it. That way, we can feel calm and stronger to face life. When we make peace with God, we increase our faith and hope. We know that God is always there to help us through everything we face, even when it feels difficult. Faith and hope strengthen us to keep going and face the future optimistically. We know that God always gives us strength and support to continue life's journey when we feel tired, hopeless, or frustrated in facing life's trials. Making peace with God can also help us overcome fear. Fear often arises because we feel we have no control over the situation. In our relationship with God, we can surrender control and entrust our lives to Him. In this case, we can rest easy and believe that God will care for things better than we can. Making peace with God helps us overcome any guilt we may feel for something we have done wrong. Guilt can be very damaging to us mentally and emotionally. This can affect our mental health and well-being. By making peace with God, we can admit our mistakes and apologize. We can receive a sense of forgiveness and learn not to make the same mistake again in the future. This process will help us feel calmer and happier. Gives meaning to life. Peace with God can give us a greater meaning in life. We often seek greater meaning and purpose than just meeting our basic needs. We can find meaning and purpose that is greater than just happiness and material success, but also from the balance in life. We can learn to enjoy the simple pleasures in life, such as relationships with family and friends, physical and mental health, and quality time for ourselves. We can reflect on the meaning of life and how we can develop ourselves to become better and more useful people for others. We understand that our job is to develop our full potential and help others do so too. We can understand that we are assigned to do good and contribute to others. We can know that we are not just individuals living alone, but part of a larger life network. This can help us feel more fulfilled and happier in our lives. Build lasting happiness. Making peace with God can help us build more lasting happiness. In this life, many things are temporary and can make us feel dissatisfied. In our relationship with God, we can find more lasting happiness that will not change or disappear. We can rest easy and have faith that joy will stay with us despite the difficulties in life. Be wiser. Peace with God can also help a person gain wisdom in understanding the meaning of life, the purpose of life, and the importance of living a meaningful life. One believes in a higher power that governs the universe, and human life cannot always be controlled by one's will. Through a broader perspective on life, one can learn to accept reality, face life's challenges, and make wiser decisions. Helps build relationships with others. Making peace with God can help us build better relationships with others. When at peace with God, one feels accepted and loved for who one is without hiding or faking oneself. This can help us overcome conflicts and difficulties in our relationships with others and help us build healthier and more positive relationships. In peace with God, we can develop humility and appreciate values such as self-control and love. We can understand that everyone has an important role in achieving life goals and supporting our daily activities, so we must help and respect each other. We tend to be more patient, understanding, and kind in our relationships with others. Everyone has a different way of making peace with God, and there is no right or wrong way. The important thing is to have good and sincere intentions in seeking a closer relationship with God, prioritizing good values in life, and applying these good values in daily life.